Personal project. This initiative was started by the school to tackle the fear of public speaking among children and help them develop their personality. This involves a lot of planning, research, creativity and execution. The students find solution to a problem that what bothers them and finally showcase their achievement in form of a presentation. Now, the present class 8 students will share their experience with us.
How to make my parents happy. While for the other it might be how to make a working robot. They may consciously want to increase their concentration or stamina, build their body or get rid of their anger. They may want to repair a relationship they nourish, a relationship they cherish, but which has gone sour.
They may want to become a part of a rock band or learn to get over the jealousy they nurture for their sibling. Whatever they choose must be a personal question or a difficulty they aspire to solve. The Jaipurians get about 6 months to complete the project. They may choose any teacher through the months. This project includes planning, research, creativity, and a high degree of personal reflection. We finally present our projects in front of a jury, which consists of a parent, a teacher, and a peer. This enhances our skill to research, sort out data, prepare a presentation, and learn to present our work in front of a jury. Now, we'll show you a glimpse of some projects taken up by Class 8 this year.
I am Anushka. I have always been an avid reader. Reading has encouraged me to write as well. Whenever I used to read any good piece of writing, I would be mesmerized to learn how beautifully writers express themselves with such ease. Soon, I began to express myself through my writings. The lack of confidence discouraged me to get it acknowledged from others, but the burning desire to create an impression on others through my writings kindled in my heart. While improving my writing skills further, I read nearly all the books by Enid Blyton on education, fantasy, history, mystery, and biblical narratives. Reading has improved my thought process, enriched my vocabulary, and the ability to express myself. Initially, I used to write short articles and poems, and now I am beginning to write stories and even ballads. The day I was successful in composing an essay that was appreciated by my teachers and fellow mates, that day I can't do it converted to yes, I can do it. Hence I can say, where there is a will, there is a way. Only if you wish to soar higher.
I am Maitri Dubey. One day, I went to my friend's house and saw her study table and room spick and span. I thought about my own room and study table, which was really unkept. I felt if my friend could keep her room and study table so clean and tidy, then why couldn't I? This prompted me to choose this topic, and I decided to keep my room and study table clean. My mother too had been coaxing me to do the same. Once I started keeping my room and study table clean, I realized that my life was more organized and I was saving time also. Now I started looking around and saw the community park and the road near my house, and even some areas of my school were untidy and unkept. I felt that I should spread awareness among my friends and neighbors about the importance of cleanliness. Now my inspiration became Mahatma Gandhi. I motivated my parents, friends and neighbors to clean up the park, and we all decided to appoint a gardener for its regular upkeep. I regularly help the gardener in his work and also plant saplings. My next endeavor was to clean up the road leading to our colony. This project has resulted in not only beautification of the park and its surroundings, but also made me a more organized and a responsible citizen. I have realized the dignity of labor and learned to build a team. I hope this experience of mine will inspire many others to stand up for not only what they believe in, but also for the cause.
I am Manya Srivastav. One day my house helper, Parmila Di, came to me and asked me if she too could learn to read and write like me. I was shocked. Being a teenager studying in a prominent school of the city, I had never really given a thought to the fact that she was illiterate. And as all teenagers do, I turned to Google and searched for statistics about illiteracy in India. I learned that India had a soaring illiteracy rate. More than 35% of uneducated people around the world are Indians. So I took up the golden opportunity to teach Parmila Di, thinking that it was my chance to do something about it. As I taught Parmila Di, I learned that it was not only her who was gaining knowledge. I was learning much more than her just by teaching her. I learned to respect people, to be more compassionate towards them. I learned not to judge people just because they have not had the opportunity to attain formal education. I learned that going to school and studying, which is something that most of my friends and I had taken for granted, is a distant dream for more than 20% of India. It was a mental awakening. I had grown like never before. After a few months of teaching her, Parmila Di has been empowered. A girl who was illiterate as a child is learning to stand up for herself as an adult. She is learning not to be subdued by people who thought she was unworthy just because she was illiterate. As an adult, she is sending her son to school and talking about education without the fear of being shunned down by the society. A simple change from a meager thumbprint to a signature has increased her confidence and boosted her self-esteem. But it was not only her who had achieved something. I have been empowered too. And both of us have much more to learn. After all of this, one thought is still in my mind, that if I, a 13-year-old individual, had brought about such a change, what would all of us be capable of together?
I am Anandita Rajneesh. There are certain things taught in my school that I took for granted earlier. Craft skills was one of them. The craft skills that I thought to be very simple proved to be a difficult task for my sister Harshita and me. She, being a talented artist, used to spend hours practicing different craft techniques. This made me realize that the basic craft skills are gradually diminishing amongst children. Thus, I decided to polish my craft skills. Firstly, I learned simple origami and paper cutting at home. And after mastering the art, I thought of spreading awareness among some other children. I got a chance to conduct a workshop at a school where craft was not taught. It was great fun teaching the children as they actively participated in the workshop. During the workshop, I could generate interest and enthusiasm, not only amongst the children, but also the teachers. 1 hour workshop actually lasted for 2 hours. It increased my self-confidence. This project has changed me a lot. My communication skills have improved, and I have been able to overcome my hesitation and stage fright. After teaching the children, I've learned to respect my teachers more than before. Thus, through self-empowerment, I was able to empower other children.
I am Twisha Dikshit. Though I am one of those 10% people who receive the best education in India, I go through the feeling of inequity and gender bias each day. Around me, I have often heard boys saying, boys are better than girls in maths, and words like grow up. Being a girl, this has always disturbed me. So, I thought that if I will not raise my voice now when I'm 13, then I have to hear these unfair statements for the rest of my life. Our society needs to understand the capability of a woman. It's said that be the change that you wish to see in the world. And so I thought to overcome my fears and prima facie empower myself. I knew what to say, what to do, but because of the feeling that my opinions would not be socially accepted, I couldn't. That feeling of hesitation and inadequacy were preventing me from opening up to the society. I tried to overcome my fears, and that's how I did it. I interviewed my mate and tried to know what was she experiencing as a woman each day. I printed few pamphlets and distributed them in my locality as well as in my school. Moreover, I presented a short speech in the school assembly. I was sure that my peers could do a lot more as a team than I as an individual. And so, in order to make them aware of this issue, I addressed class 8. I spoke about it in every class and got to know the students' point of view on this issue. To make it more universal, I created a page on Facebook. I also discussed the view of males, the other half of the society, on this sensitive issue. It gave me more confidence. I advocated women's capability eloquently and candidly without any fear and hesitation, which broke every barrier. I have defeated my stage fear, and to all this, I have empowered myself and the society.
The goal of personal project is to arouse recognition in children that once they have taken a conscious decision with determination and perseverance, they can transform any weakness of their being, be it physical, emotional, or mental. Thank you.